So I had a different intro for this video, but as I'm sitting here eating dinner tonight, trying to figure out how to do all this editing stuff, I just really don't like what I originally started with. So I'm very nervous about all this. I'm going to be a little awkward. I'm sorry. I'm trying. For all y'all that are checking this out, I would really appreciate a like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to do my best to respond to any comments I get. I would like to be able to put out videos once a week. If I get to where we're picking up, do more than once a week, I will do my absolute best. The video, on this one at least, is not going to fill the whole screen the entire time. I'm still learning landscape versus portrait and what works for YouTube videos versus what works for TikTok videos, and just give me a little grace. So here's the first video. Welcome to the channel. Let's dive in and have some fun. And the head gasket finally gave up the ghost back around Thanksgiving, and it's bad. It won't even keep water in it at all. It's bad. And now we're just got to get out to Dad's so we can get in his garage and get it done. My garage ain't big enough to fit these trucks in. Alright, attempt number 9,322. Okay. Didn't consider the... there we go. Well, I guess the fuel wasn't gelled. Good deal. Well, loaded up on the way to Dad's shop. Hopefully this will be the first and last time it's on a rollback for us. Guess we'll find out.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal.
And I didn't have mine with me.
Okay, this is either getting ready to go really, really good or really, really bad. Oh god, that's way heavier than I thought it was going to be. My guess is on really bad. Hey, sweetheart.
What?
We're gonna have to do a thing here. We're gonna have to figure out.
Want some more?
Let's see.
If it involves me getting up there like that, I'm not capable. I done tried it once.
It involves you getting on the box. God, this is gonna suck.
Got your pee first?
This is a bad idea. You should have said take the turbo off.
I did. In one piece.
This is probably the worst idea you've ever had. This is entirely your fault.
Well, this is where Georgie would come in hand. You sure this thing ain't gonna break?
Probably not.
Jesus Christ, I ain't good answer.
Well, it's been outside. What do you want me to tell you? Run the ratchet.
Now?
Yep, now.
Which way?
It'll only go one way. It'll ratchet the other.
Like this?
Yes, quick.
I don't like this thing. Next time, tell me what I'm doing before we start doing it so I know. Pinch my damn fingers off.
That's fine. I'm not worried about that.
Now what?
I'm gonna try to pick this up out of here. Okay.
Hold on, my titties got it.
Okay, if you can steady it right there, I'll climb back out. This was a terrible idea.
Next time, tell me what we're doing before you start doing it and then get mad because I don't know what we're doing.
You're supposed to anticipate me. Okay.
Well, I'm terrified of this box you got me standing on.
I think I got it.
Well, I'm letting
I'm
go.
gonna try to have it.
Just
Oh my God.
Sit on the ground.
I'm so gone, no I'm never turning back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so on, you're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong, you will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared. Just give me up. Don't be scared.
Alright, so Carnage report. I've got the head gasket off, and you can tell from all the staining, it looks like it's rusted, that it was obviously blown on the front side. You can see it down in the intermediate layers. So it definitely had blew on cylinder 1. And cylinder 6 was also pretty bad. So now to check the head for flatness, I've got a straight edge. And the big obvious stuff is looking for massive light gaps, which you can see a little bit of light between some of them. But the real important thing, the real important bit, is using a feeler gauge. In this case, I've got a 3/1000, and you want to check and see if the gauge goes through. And this one does not. I don't back here. I do get a snug fit there and nothing back there. So this is moderately straight. So educated guesswork from my time as a machinist. I know that this edge is not perfect, and 3/1000 is not that much over that large of a surface. So block will be fine. So So I'm checking the head with the same straight edge. Maybe turn the camera down here a little bit. Down here where we knew where the head gasket showed being blown, we can pass this filler gauge right through, no problem. And this is a 10 thousandths feeler, so there is at least 10 thousandths clearance where we know the gasket was showing being blown on cylinder 1. And then a few other places down through here. If we run center line, we passed 10 thousandths test. So it's not super duper bad. But the end of it down here where the gasket showing it was blown is definitely warped. So it might be a little hard to tell, but all this cracking around the edge of the bowl is all evidence that these pistons have been really, really hot. And they are going to fail eventually. They're working their way towards it. And we have that issue on all 6 cylinders. Along with a little shadow like that mark right there exists in all 6 cylinders. And we believe that that is probably a result of very long duration or bad timing, one of the two, and it was actually spraying fuel out of the bowl as the piston was traveling back down, creating hot spots on the walls, potentially washing the walls a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and do an end frame. We're going to put new pistons in it, run a ball home through the cylinders, put a little bit of crosshatch back in them, and put it back together and see how she goes. So a quick tack on at the end of this video is kind of the whole mission statement of what we're about in the first place. We knew we were going to have a head gasket problem. I was planning on having a head issue. That's why we bought another head to put on it. Go ahead and get in front of that one. We were not expecting the piston problems at all, and it sucks. Really didn't want to do an end frame. I don't want to have to deal with doing new pistons, but it's just part of the game. You play with them, you beat on them. You got to expect stuff to break. And when stuff comes up it's not expected, what else can you do but just laugh, roll with it, make a plan, and go on. Stay fluid, fix it. No sense in getting a bad attitude about it. You know, at the end of the day, it's all about having fun and enjoying what you do. So, next video, we'll get into doing the end frame on it, and hopefully no other surprises lay waiting in the oil pan. So, peace.